burn it at both ends. I like the fire causing mayhem. I'm not tired, I've been waiting, I'm not forsaken. On my own and I'm jaded. Energy comes from my hatred. Call me the villain, cause I be killing. I got no feeling, I've been dealing with all my demons. I like to feed them, they be chilling, yeah they be screaming. I can hear them in my mind, they just wanna find any fight, any reason.
Dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
Have to be working to deserve it. Adrenaline is surging, ain't no serving. I'm the king, bring me everything that I've ever wanted, that I need. I believe I could be anything, watch me. Give me a second to blow, give me a second to grow. Be at the top of the show, be at the top like a pro. I flip the switch, different mode. No, they ain't laughing, no joke, cause I attack when they won't.
Welcome to the dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it.
Mike Tyson
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
He
he just has, he just has
gets the glint in his eye, and he hits you once, and you're like,
Yeah, no, the moment you just have to look out for the one-hit uppercuts.
with Mike Tyson, you just have to look out for any punch. If
Well, that
he's
was the
swinging
problem.
his fist, you're going down.
every boss up to Mike Tyson had a pattern. And you could just learn the pattern and get through the fight. Tyson didn't have a pattern. Like he had
Right.
some moves.
He did have the glint. He had the glint in his eye, but you had to like
use it.
You
Yeah,
had
you had
to
glint
watch his
and
eyes.
dodge at the.
You had to
perfect
watch his
timing.
eyes
Mhm.
for the uppercuts.
Yeah.
It got started because we were talking about King Hippo.
And me basically calling Mike's character Chubby. Chubby.
Chubby.
Because I said he or he could,
It's okay. He
Dude.
can say that in character. We can have that situation.
Hey, Davey, how did? I guess we're streaming now, but we're trying to get like background.
Oh yeah. Well, you'd have to
Log out and log back in.
probably. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to reroll, Derek. But yeah, start
Ooh.
looking when you get a chance. Start looking for fancy backgrounds.
Can you just upload any picture you want, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Jerry, we need XP for June.
XP.
Report
for
in.
June.
Last time was
End of
May
May.
30th.
It was in May. And we have Davey's birthday too.
1d4 plus 1. Where is SF rolls? /R 1d4 plus 1. Roll high, baby. Oh, 2. All right. Roll high.
Better run.
3.
Stop saying that.
I gave you a reroll.
God.
You want to
I-
use the reroll on this?
Can't
Aw.
use a reroll for that,
We tried.
unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah,
at
I
least
suck. I can't. I can't. Yeah,
And
I
you-
have
so
to
it
have
was
somebody
2 and your
else.
birthday was 3.
Yeah,
at least I have 11 XP now.
I have to get somebody else to roll for me from now on.
You have to save that XP. So, all right. Well, now that we're back and we're live one more time, now that I've unmuted myself, not that I was saying anything important at that point. Okay, so somebody give us a recap. We've already got a schedule set up for note taking, so we should be good to go at this point. So, Rachel, if you want to just give us a recap, I think your notes were the ones we initially went off of, and then we got.
I don't
Mike's-
think so.
Mike's put in there too.
I thought I did post some, but I don't see
Yeah.
them here for some reason. But
They're in there.
okay, so
At least
oh,
they
they're
should be.
above that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it. So last time, it was sort of our fight night. We ended up going to the Metro. We were fighting for the Metro Fighting Revolution, which was held in Lockhart, Florida, which is basically like a warehouse road type of situation. Let's see here. Super big crowd, about 350 people. Evie was the first to go up and fight, which was against Joaquim Fontes, who was a Thai kickboxer. Unfortunately, he was rank 1 and got the raw end of the deal on this just due to random draws, unfortunately. I did win, of course, and the second one was an even better fight against Skank, the old veteran trying to make a comeback via these types of fights. She has a impressive record. Her losses are 45 compared to 15 wins, so and Dylan successfully beat her, but at the risk of his own personal hygiene and contact with her. Skank has that name for a reason. After that, we basically got solicited sort of for a reality show, which we did decline. The memory of Keiko comes back. Probably not the best idea.
Okay.
And after that, we did a bit more PR to help in the crowd, to promote the team and stuff. The owner of the Metro Revolution, Jacob James, really was impressed with us and wants us to possibly do another 3-fight deal while we're in town within the next couple of months. And I have, I think I did bring it up to the party, but I do need to also talk to Una as well, the manager. And I think that's where we left off. Let me just double check. Yeah, pretty much. That's it. So we're on the tail end of that fight, and I guess the next day.
Yeah. So at this point, it's been a couple days since that particular fight. You guys are back at the Y, training or doing whatever it is that you have done to warrant XP spends. That might be coming in, I'm sure.
In that couple of days, I would have made a point to reach out to our manager to talk about the fight offer.
Okay.
With the Metro.
Oh, right. Yeah. He's actually reviewing those contracts, and he should actually have them out to you anytime now.
Awesome. Okay.
He was just making sure that there were some appropriate legalities in place before you were sent them to sign.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, do we know if they want the rest of our team to fight in this potential upcoming fight, or just me and Dylan?
No. They're contracts for everybody. So
okay,
it's not necessarily the next event that everybody would be fighting, but somebody would be fighting at the next event.
Gotcha. And with Metro.
Correct. It's to try and bring you guys all in.
Cool.
As a team package.
But I assume I brought it up to you guys.
Metro what?
Metro Fighting Revolution.
Yep, MFRs.
The MFers.
MFers.
Okay, so so Evie, you end up getting a text message, and this is it's from Jen. Jen lets you know that she heard back from her uncle, and her uncle knows a guy out in Arizona who might have a lead for fire stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, so back from uncle regarding contact for fire.
Mm-hmm.
So for fire teaching, so for
Waru.
Excuse me, I'm brain farting on names right now.
Keep that in. Oof.
Stinks sometimes. It's spreads. It's an SBD. Okay, very cool. Well, I'm guessing he is out training somewhere, so I will. Whenever I run into him, I'll bring it up to him.
Okay, well, I'll let you take that away then.
Where is Waru?
He's at home washing his tights.
Tights. place.
Yeah.
No, he's probably around the gym someplace. We'll say he's running right now. You know, like around the Y. They don't really have
Okay.
a track, so they just kind of run around the building.
So whenever he comes back around, I'll just sort of flag him, you know, and just wait for him to finish his lap or whatever.
Okay.
Hey, Water.
Oi.
Hey, you have a second? I want to give you an update about finding you a mentor for your fire stuff. Jen's
That'd be
uncle
lovely.
has somebody he believes that you could possibly learn from. So, did Jen give her his contact information?
Yes.
The friend? Okay.
Mhm.
So she'll have written it down, and because he doesn't use cell phones a whole lot, so she'll write it down
We
and
ha-
give it to
right.
him.
Do we not have no, that was in supers. We have cell phones in supers, right? Not in this one.
No, we have
Correct.
cell
Everybody
phones.
here would have cell phones unless you don't want one. It's 2025.
Okay.
You just have a standard one, so but I
Right.
mean I know you prefer.
I couldn't remember because I'm my mind was crossing over. Like, didn't somebody say we
Oh.
got like free cell phones on when we played?
That was the Supers game, but that's
that
also
was the
because
Su- okay,
it
so
was
that's-
1995. So that was a big
Correct.
deal.
Right. So I just wanted to make sure I was. Yeah, that's what I
Sure,
kind of
no problem.
discerned that. Okay, so no, Okay.
So I'll hand you a piece of paper that has the name on it. So yeah, I mean, if you get a chance, try and reach out to him. I'm not entirely sure where he's at, but I'm sure we can make the time to go take you to him.
Or yeah, I'll give you a call right now.
I just IM'd the information to you, Rachel,
Oh, okay, cool. Let me find it.
because she would have
Yep.
sent it to you.
I would have.
Then I will give her a call.
Oh, that's right. It's in Arizona.
Oh, there's a 4-hour time difference
From
Is
where?
it 3?
from Florida.
No,
Three.
try 3. 3
Oh.
or 2, depending on what time of year it is.
Oh, okay. I'm one ahead. My mistake.
All right, so I'll post that info in the.
What time is it? Game time
Game time right now, we'll say it's probably about 9 in the morning.
in the morning. Well, I'll probably wait. I'll wait a little while, finish my workout, and give a call once it's not.
Okay, so I put the info in the Street Fighter notes. Basically, the fire mentor for Wadu. His name is Wisehawk, also known as Jesse Smith, on the Gila River Reservation.
Ooh.
It's in Bapchuli, Arizona. I've never even heard of that.
Achoo.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those small little places that you have to zoom in on Google Maps. It's just outside. Like if you focus on the casino that's out there on the Gila River Reservation,
Hmm.
it's like just northeast of that.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'm thinking it's like
Okay.
one of those native reservations.
Yes,
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
that's exactly what it is, buddy.
I was asking. 'cause
it is a
like,
reservation. Yeah.
I was asking because it could be a small ass town, not a reservation.
In this case, it is the actual reservation, so he's got a good,
Mhm.
hopefully, a good contact there.
All right. Well, I'll give her a text and say, does he have a contact number? Text Jen and say, does he have a contact number, or is it something that I just go to the end of Horseshoe Road?
Just-
She says, and she puts it in quotation marks. I was told he has an Obama phone. So she puts in question marks, yes.
Did she give him the number or give us the number? I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you have
okay.
the number. Yeah.
All right.
Obama phone.
Okay.
What the hell
So-
is an Obama phone?
The free.
Okay, yeah, looked it up.
Yeah. Okay. So his real name is Jesse Smith.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I finished working out until, at least maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock our time, and then maybe give him a text. Well, my name's Waru. I guess your niece Jen gave me your information and said that you might be the person in the know to possibly help me out with some high heat training, if you catch my drift.
Okay, so a text message comes through and it says stop.
Oh,
What did it say? Stop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I-
spam. He thinks it's spam.
I'm not spam.
He sends stop again.
I call him.
Okay, it goes right to voicemail.
All right.
It's it.
And I
The number you have called, Jesse, is unavailable.
Well, I tried texting you. I got your number from your niece, Jen. I'll dabble in.
Tell him McLean referred you to him.
We're with McLean, and I'm looking for somebody to be a mentor to me to help me advance in my spiritual skills. If you could please give me a call back. I'm honestly serious about this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'd love to at least discuss this with you and possibly learn from you. Thank you. Hang up. We'll leave my number and hang up.
Sure.
Yeah. Home of Fire Yoda.
What? I looked up the address or the road anyway, and this is the
Is it?
house-
This is the house at the end of the road.
yeah,
Well, that's glorious.
Oh, so you actually looked it up?
yeah.
Cool.
Well, it doesn't look much different than the Outback. All right.
Have I heard anything back from Deacon?
Funny you should say that.
I know he's been in Germany, but
Mhm.
I wasn't sure what he had, what he's been doing. It's been a couple weeks.
It has. So you actually did, while he was actually trying to communicate with Wisehawk, you ended up getting a text from Deacon. And he lets you know that he did get a lead on your father. From all accounts that he has been able to confirm, it's all been second and third party, but he's pretty sure it's on the money. He believes that Wallaby is actually in Stroheim Castle, which is actually near the city that he had been originally poking around at. He says Stroheim Castle is actually owned by Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim.
I'm sorry, you have to say that name again. So I can write.
Wolfgang von Stroheim.
No, Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim.
Oh, Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was close.
I'll put that in the Facebook chat for you guys.
I'm sure I misspelled it completely.
Dude is a well. Anyway,
Okay, spelled
Deacon
that right.
Deacon does tell you that he is considered a master of Kampfringen. I will, of course, spell it out. Don't sweat it. Which is a form of war or battle grappling akin to pancration.
Oh Jesus!
Oh wow. So it's a fighting style.
It is very much a fighting style.
Okay.
I think it's one of the big three grappling styles.
Camp. Oh, I totally misspelled that.
That's okay.
And that's what Wolfgang is
Yes.
the
It's a
creator of.
specialty.
No. Practitioner.
Oh, he's just a practitioner.
Yep. He isn't sure of the how or why Wallaby got there, or even how to get him out. You know, if he's captive or whatnot. So he's still digging for that information.
Why would do have I heard that name before? Wolfgang
You have not.
Krauser von Stroheim.
He does have an addendum to it, and he does tell you that Krauser is Wolfgang Krauser is not. He's not a commercial fighter, which is why you'd never hear of him. He doesn't seek fame or fortune or anything like that. He doesn't hit up street fighting tournaments or whatnot. He does it strictly for his own perfection. He does hold. He's also known for holding an underground fighting tournament called the King of Fighters, which takes place every year, and only the finest and strongest fighters are invited to compete.
Wow.
The winner of the tournament is awarded a cash prize as well as sometimes other compensation, depending upon what what the fancy is at that point. The time and date as of this point of this year's King of Fighting tournament has not been announced yet, from what he can tell.
Don't know if we're gonna be able to get an invitation to that one. Okay. 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 Well, that was good information. I'll respond to, thanks for the updated information. I guess keep me posted.
He sends you a thumbs up emoji.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's something. Believes he's currently in Stroheim Castle.
Correct.
And he's saying that he believes that he's currently there based off of the third party, second and third party talks that he's had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's he's been able to partially confirm some of that through pictures. Again, it's not like he can get picture evidence that shows him in the castle, but it shows Wallaby at one of the King of Fighter tournaments.
Did he possibly disappear around the same time the last King of Fighter tournament was?
That
Or
is
not the last one, but it would have been like 2 or 3 years ago, I think, at this point, right?
That is a great question. How do you propose to find that out?
I don't know, actually.
roll technology for Google.
I don't know if I can Google that since it's an underground tournament.
Right.
Oh
Exactly.
darn!
If you can't find Fight Club on Google, you're definitely not finding this on Google.
Yeah. Okay.
First rule of Fight Club.
Turn on your onion router.
I'm gonna text. Oh God, forgetting my own guy's name. At my ranch. Why am I brain farting our names tonight?
Digger?
Digger, thank you. I'm gonna text Digger because I don't think I would have thrown away like her father's calendars or anything like that.
No,
But I'm gonna text him asking him
he was a
to.
bit of a hoarder, pack rat type guy, so he kept a lot of
Okay.
unnecessary paperwork.
So I'm gonna ask him to look for the dates of the last King of Fighters tournament that my dad may have maybe penned down in his calendar or book or something like that.
Sure. Okay. So he will obviously reply to that when he gets it.
Yeah. So
There's a huge time difference between Florida and Australia.
okay. All right. Well, then outside of that, I guess it's mid-morning at this point, and
Yes.
guess I will go and find.
Probably closer to afternoon right now.
Okay. So I guess if it's close for afternoon, I'll go to the lunch hall or something.
Okay.
And just I guess wait for the others.
Well, I mean, everybody else is there. It's just assumed that they've been going through their routine of working out or
Gotcha.
checking stocks or whatever it is that they're wanting to do.
Okay. Well, then once we all sort of are like, I guess, taking a break and sitting around at a table, Evie's gonna sort of lean in a little bit close and just say, so I got an update on my dad.
You did? Cool.
The word is that he is in Germany still, specifically Straheim Castle. Which I don't know if you know this person, but it's owned by somebody by the name of Wolfgang Krauser von Straheim.
Ooh.
Oh, that guy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
can I
Yeah.
can I roll? Can I roll?
Can I possibly roll given pub and such that my name possibly would have been thrown around?
Nope.
Aw.
Nope.
Can I
Yeah,
roll
it's-
that possibly a kangaroo randomly knows who it was and told me about him?
No.
Well,
He,
I was thinking that maybe like he would like purchase ninja services. Do you think I could?
Actually. Good stretch, but no.
No. Okay.
he's known. He's not a very well known, or I wouldn't say not well known. He's not a commercial fighter. He doesn't do it for the tournaments. Doesn't do it for ranks and stuff like that. I understand he practices Kampfringen. I don't know how to pronounce that. Which I understand is a grappling technique or grappling style. Anyway, this Straheim, he actually does the underground tournament called the King of Fighters, which my father had actually been to several of them. It's sort of an elite underground tournament that is for the best there is, essentially. I don't think we're gonna be elite enough to get into that particular tournament. In fact, the next one hasn't even been announced yet. But yeah, so that's the info that I have from Deacon. He's at Straheim Castle, which is owned by Straheim, Wolfgang Krauser von Straheim.
Then
Your
we're going
dad
to
was
do
at the last tournament, or
I actually was wondering that myself. My dad's been gone for what, Jerome, 3 years now?
Yeah.
Or has it been 2? 3 years. And I know that he used to go to these tournaments, so I asked Digger to check back in our records because my dad was a bit of he didn't throw a lot of stuff away, especially paperwork. So there's a good chance he'll be able to find sort of where he was at around that time, and if he was at that tournament. I thought I remembered Deacon telling me that he had been at some point there promoting something. I'm not sure if that was what he was promoting, though.
This Straheim guy just seems very shady. If if he doesn't do commercial, he has to have something to afford a bloody castle.
You're breaking up, Colin.
Aren't most castles
Oh,
like part of the family?
Sounds like
mean-
royalty.
Well, this
Yeah.
castle, I mean, castles in Germany and all over are definitely, most of the time, they are family estates that do get passed around. And considering this guy
nice.
owns this castle, I suspect that it's been in the family forever. I mean, it's named after him.
Upkeep, taxes. What's going on?
Oh, he froze. Oh, there he goes.
Nobody's frozen on my end.
What's Sarah been doing, by the way, this whole time? Sarah Miller?
She's just been doing odds and ends, and there's not a whole lot that she can do.
Yeah, as long as, I mean, I just was wanting to keep tabs on her.
Yeah,
make sure
with the
she's
exception
safe.
of just trying to keep her hands from being idle.
Blend in.
And I was going to say, he has to have something to keep the place in check and such, like side hustles or whatever. If you can afford these tournaments on a whim.
What do you mean on a whim? Maybe I misunderstood that.
If you can afford like these big cash payout tournaments.
Oh,
He could possibly have sponsors. I mean, that's always a big thing. And if he owns a castle, I'm sure he's got
He's not commercial.
A fair-
That's the thing.
a fairly large purse. Well, it doesn't mean
He's-
that he doesn't have a business, a legitimate business.
I suspect that he
Ooh.
probably comes from old money as well. And, I'm just assuming this kind of stuff. I don't really know much, and I don't believe that there's much out there on him, at least publicly. He seems to be, the impression that I'm getting based on what Deacon described was that he doesn't publicly announce stuff like that. Like his King of Fighters tournament is invitation only. That's how exclusive it is. So
For me, he sounds shady.
well, if he's holding my dad in his castle, yeah, I would say he's shady.
Something has had to happen if
Oh.
Strawman Castle has been thrown around.
Well, I don't know the connection.
Jerome just put a GIF file in. My thoughts out of characters. We just need to push start, and we could probably find out some more information.
Could
It
I
says-
roll? Can I roll the Googles to see if Mr. Krauser has any businesses?
Go right on ahead.
Nice. Let's go.
Trying to find, and it maybe not even made in these notes, but I'm trying to find the information on
So you're going to want to roll intelligence and
what
computers.
Dad was doing at the
Nice.
time.
I have neither, so this will go well.
Wow, so you don't have any intelligence? How are you talking?
Just like that. Just like that.
Computer.
I misspelled Krauser.
Okay, yeah.
You
So
are
I mean,
a failure.
you get hits on like nothing that sounds remotely accurate. You get like some stuff from Germany, some stuff from the Netherlands. Some auto sales or somebody in legal or whatever. Like nothing seems to match or whatnot. Nothing even remotely close.
All right.
It doesn't surprise me that there's not much on him. He seems like he keeps a pretty low profile with certain exceptions. Okay.
So, I think what we need to do is find a fighter who might be invited.
or get Strausser's attention.
We could. What you think? Khan is good enough?
Well, I think that we belong to an organization which has more experienced fighters than us.
True.
I don't think he's going to notice us individually. I mean, the only way you could see that is if, I would have burned the place down with like high-ranking fighters in it, and I'm not going to do that, by the way. But
Thank you.
That
That would be
was
about the
not
only
what
way
I
we
was
could get-
suggesting.
but I don't think any of us are high enough ranking to gain his
No,
attention.
we are
we've
nowhere
said that
near.
several times. What I mean is, let's find somebody
Oh yeah.
rank 7 or something who might be invited to this, and we can call Huna and see if she's got anybody who might be on the invite list, and then maybe we can tag along.
I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that, as perhaps going as part of their entourage might not be a bad thing. I just
There-
don't know who all historically has been invited.
Yeah, and wasn't this? Then he said this was
Yeah,
invite
it's
only and such.
specifically my understanding it's for the best of the best,
Well,
highest
did-
skilled and every, et
yeah,
cetera, et cetera.
and
Didn't
He's
your
gonna-
father know? Wasn't he
from the
close
sounds of it,
friends?
he's going to.
Well, wasn't your father close friends with some of the World Warriors? I mean, do you happen to have any of their contact information that we might be able to get somebody? I mean, not reach out to them specifically, maybe, but I mean,
Honestly, my dad traveled a lot, and we, as a kid, I was a bit strong-willed and didn't always get along with him. But it's possible I can have Digger maybe look back in the records and stuff, but off the top of my head, I don't know. I wonder if McLean would know. He's a retired fighter, and he's
Who's-
pretty well ranked.
what's
He's our sponsor.
what's your boyfriend's name that we were hanging out with that one time?
I don't want to get him involved in this. He's not
He's
my
already
boyfriend.
he's already having to dodge around what's going on in Australia.
Wasn't it? It was up here.
No, it
one
was,
that
it was
we-
here. And well, not here. Is it here?
No, it was
thought it was someplace
it was in Southern California.
Yeah, you're talking about her American boyfriend, not her
Mhm.
Australian boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
she has many.
Keiko's kid.
Yeah, the one I burnt the cars down for.
That was fun.
That was fun. I love blowing stuff up.
Abe, that's his name. I had to go back through the notes. I don't think Abe has that type of connection. Well, actually, you know what? His mom, Keiko, might have it in, but my understanding is she hasn't been in any sort of like actual tournaments since really doing the show. I believe
hurt
she's
to
also
ask.
retired.
Well, she might know somebody. I mean, I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah, I mean, I can shoot him a text and ask him. I think we should also ask McLean since he's more readily accessible.
Yeah.
He knew my dad, so unless you have a different idea.
Hold on.
Something
Send it.
tells me those two that had doubt they'd be up here, but those two that jumped me in Australia might be somewhat high-ranking fighters.
I don't think you're going to get much help from them.
No, but if we know their identities, we can probably figure out.
I'm going
Something
to
about
send a
them.
text to McLean and basically say, hey, when you have a minute, can I talk to you? I have a couple of questions surrounding my dad and Stroheim.
Okay. So I mean, about 20 minutes or so later, you're gonna get a text message back.
Yeah.
What's up?
King of Fighters tournament. Do you know if my dad was at one about 3 years ago?
So a text message comes back and says, I don't know if he was at the one 3 years ago, but he has definitely participated in them before.
Okay. Trying to draw a connection between that tournament and his disappearance. Do you know anybody that has, besides my dad, that has or is potentially going to be in the upcoming King of Fighters tournament?
I'll be right back. I got somebody at my door.
Sure.
I don't know if he has that in on that, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Knock him offline. Yeah, no. He says, I do actually. Are you under the impression that he's there?
Yes. Stroheim Castle. And I'm trying to keep it sort of short and succinct, but she'll text after that. Investigations have led to that area, to that location.
Okay. So, I mean, he sends you another text back and he says that's extremely dangerous if you're thinking of going there.
Not yet. Trying to get all my ducks in a row before I make any final decision.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know how to send in a text message again. I know how to get there. If he's there, he's likely not going to be able to just be released. So you're probably
He's imprisoned there.
okay. You're gonna have to come up with a way to get him out then, and I don't suggest breaking him out to do it.
Which was why I was wondering if you knew anybody that historically has been invited to that tournament and we could potentially partner up with them to get an in.
Well, again, yes, I've indicated I do know somebody, but this inn that you're looking for, you're not going to be able to just break him out, is what I'm getting at.
I understand.
Your best bet is you may actually have to fight for him.
Fight in the tournament?
And that's probably the only way you're going to be able to get to him.
That tournament is extremely difficult to get a spot in. I don't have the skill or the level of it to secure that kind of invitation, unless you know somebody that could.
I do.
Can you make that happen?
I could certainly try, but I don't think you or your team are ready for it.
Oh no, I know we're not ready. But I don't know when that next tournament is, and that's going to be the next opportunity.
Okay, I'll see what I can do then.
Thank you.
That was all in text, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was. I appreciate it more than you know. And I'm going to delete the text history on that, just in case.
Okay.
So after I kind of do that while you guys are talking, she's just kind of doing this numbers like, okay, we might have an in to the tournament.
Let's go, Germany. Wait,
But-
there's no surf spots in Germany.
But I don't think we're ready yet. I don't know even when the next tournament is going to be this year. And it's believed, and I agree with what he stated, that I may have to fight to get him out. Meaning I would enter into the tournament and try to win it and maybe use that as the prize.
It makes me wonder if there's a like like a division or something, maybe, you know, like if he's got a couple, you know, just using the World Warriors for instance, you know, he's not going to exactly have like you know,
Well,
you know, World Warriors fighting some low level people. I wouldn't
right,
think.
right. No, that's why it's like the best of the best sort of deal. I just
Well,
um
but there's probably an undercard, right?
Or you would hope, yeah,
I
maybe you could get that.
don't know. I would expect so, but who knows? This is new territory for me
Well,
for this
sure. I mean,
particular
we
type.
don't know, but I'm saying we can operate like there is. We can operate like there's some in for us and try to get it. Yeah, we probably won't be the main event. That might be an actual World Warrior or two, but
I mean, if I was able to secure a spot on that tournament, the daughter of Wallaby Jones fighting for the release of her father might be tantalizing enough to let him do it, to let
But-
him in, let me in.
okay. Let's say we do. Why? Why is he going to put up your father? Like, what are we going to offer up ourselves in trade for your captive dad?
Listen, I'll be honest. I don't expect you guys to risk your lives for him or me. I'm doing this because it's important to me.
You think I
Um,
came halfway across the world for the Florida beaches?
Well,
I don't.
I mean,
Okay.
I would also
Um,
look at it this way for you, Evie. I mean, we
I gotta be right.
we are close friends, and I dare say that we love you, and we don't want to see anything happen to you, and we are concerned about your father. We don't have the personal connection that you do with him, obviously, but I can't help but think, what would he say of you potentially putting yourself in such harm's way? I mean,
he would tell me not to do it. He would
there is a
absolutely
limit.
tell me not to do
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I
and
have no
mean,
doubt. But my dad also knows me and knows that I don't always take no for an answer.
right. And I understand that. I just you want to make sure that you don't go blindside and just go in there and end up inadvertently picking a fight with like M. Bison or something.
Oh no, I understand. I'm not planning
I
on
mean-
just running in there and trying to win against these amazingly overpowered fighters. I know I'm nowhere near ready or at their level. I understand that, but it's something that I can work towards to get there. But
I mean, unfortunately, it might be a little bit more long term. If he's survived this long, I mean, hopefully he's in reasonable.
I mean,
we
the
could
last picture I
definitely look and
saw
see. Yeah.
showed him in a pretty bad state, but he didn't look critically injured from what I can tell. So I don't know if they're keeping him alive for a particular reason or not. It has been, though, about 3 years at this point, so clearly they need him for something if they're keeping him around this long.
Somebody sent you a picture of him.
Yes, it was from Germany, according to the tracking information.
You think maybe we're supposed to go?
I mean, if a picture of my dad there wasn't an invitation, I don't know what is.
Or was it a lure?
Well, yeah. Well,
Invitation, lure,
say-
that's what
yeah, same thing.
You get it.
Well, not even. I mean, if it was an invitation, you know, if I invite you to my house, I'm gonna have dinner and we're gonna have dessert and watch a movie, you know, play Monopoly or something, you know. Or,
You play
but
Monopoly?
if it's a lure, I've heard about it. I've only played it once, but I figured that you people from the city know this stuff. Anyway, if it's a lure, are they taunting you with your father to possibly get at you? What kind of information
I
does
don't
your
know the
father have?
intention behind it. After all these years, or not all these years, like it's a long ass time, but after these last 3 years, to then all of a sudden send a picture like this, it's fairly random after having zero contact regarding his whereabouts.
Right.
So, do we take the bait or do we not take the bait?
I feel like eventually that's where we will end up, so we will take it eventually, but I want to be prepared before that, of course. I do think, though, that this tournament that's going to happen at some point this year is going to be probably a key opportunity for us, because we can't just break in there and try to get him out. I guarantee you that place is fortified like nobody's business. So if we're already there, though, and have an inn, that would certainly ease it up a bit, but I don't have a final end plan on this.
Yeah, we would need plans of the castle, exit strategy.
We could run away like one of those flailing arm dummies in front of the car lots, just like.
But yeah, I gotta agree with her. If we try to break him out with brute force, that's not gonna work. That place has to be
We're not skilled
fortified
enough
like a
to
fortress.
break him out.
Even then, if we're skilled, that place has to be fortified like a castle.
Well, it's a castle. It's not going to burn down either. I'm smart enough to know that.
You can try.
So
Even then, fire we can stone.
So we need to fight for him, but I don't know what we can offer up in trade to make this dude offer up your father. I mean, he's got everything to lose. He's got nothing to gain unless we can figure out something that we're willing to risk on the fight.
A pub would be insignificant to a guy who owns a fucking castle.
Yeah, I don't think he wants your pub.
I think you're
Or the
fine.
ranch, or
If I had to take a guess, this has to be something personal.
Yeah, I'm curious what happened. I mean, he can't have a reputation for keeping his combatants locked up. So, he
was a participant in them on several occasions, so I don't know.
The Wolf King was a participant, you're saying?
My father was in the King of Fighters tournament.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This Wolf King guy can't have a reputation for, imprisoning losing fighters.
No, not that I'm
people
aware
wouldn't
of.
come fight then.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. I don't think that he imprisoned him because he was, involved in the tournament. I do agree. I think it's something more personal, potentially, or maybe he's trying to get information from him that he's not willing to give up yet, and that's why he's just around so far.
Oh, and that's why he's trying to lure you in, because then he captures you, and then the dad has to give it up.
Do you know of any business deals your father was dealing with?
Sorry, two people were talking at once. Wataru and Colin.
Do you know on any business deals that your father was in, or does Digger, or would he, since he keeps such meticulous notes? I mean,
well, my dad was just a pack rat in terms of he just didn't throw anything away. Not that he took meticulous notes necessarily, but he was fairly detailed. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back to see if he can find out about when he first went missing 3 years back, if he was actually at one of those tournaments over there. I don't know if he would have been participating or if he would have been perhaps just there as a previous participant and I don't know, just as a courtesy invitation. I don't know.
So
My
Evie,
dad
you
had
get a
enough
text.
contacts and connections and skill that I wouldn't be surprised if he was just invited to be there as
Evie,
part
you
of
get
that
a
prestige.
text.
Okay. Hold on. That's thought. She pulls up her phone.
It's from Digger.
Okay.
And he says the only paperwork that I've seen that matches what you're talking about is I found ticket stubs to Germany around that time frame.
Okay. Can you send me a picture of him?
Sure. Sends you a thumbs up emoji and a minute later, just a snapshot
it's-
of the stubs laying out on a desk.
Okay. And
And you get a random text from some omnipotent being that says, "You got a reroll from Davey."
No.
did I get one? I don't know.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
That was the omnipotent text.
Oh. All right, let me add that. Cool.
She's like, "Bling! Oh, I got a reroll." We're like, "What?"
Yeah. Hey, reroll. Let me put a date there. 6/27. All right. Okay. So based on the ticket stubs and the dates on them and where they're at, do I know if there was a King of Fighters tournament around that time?
To the best of your recollection, it looks like there probably was. From what information you have, yeah.
I think he was there at the time of the last tournament, based on these dates that Digger just gave me.
The last tournament? Like last year?
Not the last tournament, the last one that he was at, when he went missing. And she's going to show the ticket stubs to Germany and
I
the
was gonna
dates.
say, yes, he was at the last one he was at. That's
Sorry, that's yeah. When I say
Yes.
last one, I mean the one 3 years ago.
He also
this-
raises an eyebrow and just asks Evie, "Was there anything on your ranch that may have attracted Wolfgang's attention? Not the ranch itself, but anything on it."
I mean, the ranch is just hasn't been very active lately. I mean, 3 years ago, my dad while he was retired, he did go and travel a lot. So I can't think of anything that he would want on the ranch, but
The Hellmouth.
the what?
The portal to hell.
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
Yes. In character, very quietly, so nobody else in the lunchbox hears us.
He's all trying to
Hey,
make it sound like some
you
poor
know that?
Vietnamese person with a smashed face. He's like,
Ye-
the hell, mouth.
Oh, okay. I see what you're. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, no,
That's
no.
why you've got no boyfriend.
I just give him a sharp look. Like, nobody knows where that is.
I think I have an idea as to why Wolfgang may have imprisoned him.
Well, I mean, we can theorize.
It's just a theory, but it's a good idea as to why. Walker was just there snooping around because
They were looking for a book.
our accountant had stashed something. And when he went in with the ducks, well, that's just too lovely of a coincidence.
I can tell you that it's very likely not because of that book, that ledger.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
don't
said
think those two events are related.
that book didn't get there until a year ago. He's been gone for 3.
yeah.
This
It's
was
just-
something separate, unfortunately,
Long
that
before that.
we got
Yeah,
involved with.
it's just with all of this overlapping, it's just too coincidental that a local Australian mob boss was replaced with someone from the fucking States.
This guy's in front of the States. He's in Germany.
I meant the other mob boss.
Oh.
I really think that I don't think that the two are related, but
let's go over what we know. So there's this tournament that we want to get into. We have a let's start with the picture. Somebody took a picture. Now it could have been Wolfgang, himself.
I've been studying that picture. It's very hard to make anything out other than his figure.
It could have been.
I know he's in a castle. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you. It could have been Wolfgang himself trying to lure you in, or it could be somebody in his castle unfriendly to him, or at least, not doing what he says, who wanted to let you know that your father's being held, because who knows why after this 3 years. So we've got that. We don't know where the picture came from. It could be a lure. It could be a, hey, I found your father. There's a tournament. Our only way in that we can think of is a tournament, which, we may not qualify for, but we should probably spend however long, we have until this tournament raising our profile. Try to become the it team of our level, and
I would agree. Raise enough publicity and potentially to catch his attention.
So we have this opportunity with the MFers for a few fights, and I don't know what else is going to come our way, but I think we need to, make name for ourselves. That's going to complicate things because the more name we make for ourselves, the more likely Finoli is to find us. And if he's still after us, he'll find us, and we'll start getting trouble wherever we're at.
He's not really after us. He's after Sarah.
Yeah, she's with us. I mean,
but that's not okay.
She's just not a fighter. I mean, I count her as part of the group. So, I mean,
sorry, I don't know where to go from here.
Unless, I think we just keep on trucking. This is just information we should keep in mind. We don't have an actionable plan unless we want to just walk up or give him a phone call and say, hey, what's it going to take to get my dad back? And we have to consider the fact that he just, he wants you there as leverage for something your dad knows. He can capture and torture you.
Well,
go
up there
they
and
should have
journey out
fun.
of his castle. That'll get his attention.
You know where I got my stubbornness from? The one that they've been holding for 3 years. I think I can hold out too.
But could he, if he knew that you were being tortured?
That's my point. It's not that he's going to torture you.
I know the point. Yeah.
To threaten you with death so that your dad will talk.
I mean, honestly, that's a risk that unfortunately I'm probably going to have to take.
Yeah, but we can't.
I don't see any other option at the moment. But
I mean,
I'm open.
If we keep waiting, eventually Krauser's going to get tired and come after you anyway, right?
I mean, I don't know. He seems to be fairly patient.
Because, he's not going to get anything from your dad. And the only way your dad's going to crack is if you're involved and you're in danger. So it's only a matter of time before...
Well, for instance, if he is looking for what you had mentioned there, Dylan, if he's waited this long, a couple more years for eternal torment or the access to such, or might be worth waiting for another year or two.
So the only thing I can think of that would differentiate why he would start now after Evie is that Evie got on the scene as a Street Fighter.
I mean, I had been in the scene, but just not super active. But yeah, now that I'm more out there, I suppose that.
I mean, now you've been on TV and on multiple continents.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, it definitely could have raised his awareness.
It's a lot more than just your local.
But I mean,
White
it's not like
Club.
it's not like it's not public knowledge that I'm his daughter. And I've embarrassed him enough times.
So
If
anyway,
I
I
if I
think our
may.
plan is to raise our profile until, and then work with our contacts and try to get an invite to this tournament.
If I may throw something out there, we all said that Finoli and Kraus haven't been connected. What if, and I'm just theorizing here, what if Kraus hired Finoli?
Yeah, because
I
Finoli
wouldn't-
had a big
I wouldn't ha-
upgrade.
Yeah, I wouldn't have Street Fighter level enforcers in my pub just for a shakedown. I would have just had regular goons when it came to just gangs. Don't you think that's a bit fishy there?
Again, I don't think that the two incidents are related. Just because they know how to fight
I
doesn't
I'm
necessarily
just-
mean that they were
I'm just
recruited
throwing,
from
I'm just
Krauser.
I'm just throwing a theory out here because Finoli got a big upgrade, and Walker was suddenly rubbed out. Which forced us to come out here. What if Kraus hired Finoli?
I
Because Kraus keeps a low profile.
I feel like if this guy had hired Finoli, they wouldn't have, he would have come directly for the ranch. Not,
this guy
start
has
takedowns.
money, resources, all of that. Krauser, by the way, if he really, I don't know, I don't think that they're. It's an unconventional connection, but I
Krauser-
honestly don't believe that they're related.
it could,
I cannot see that connection.
mind games.
Why would he worry about mind games if he wants to get to what we think he might be trying to get to on the property? He can just go in there and wipe everybody out, take what he wants.
Exactly. It's not like you
he
can't hire
wants-
someone to come and kill me in my sleep. Like
No,
guard dogs don't do crap, but except sleep
I-
at the end of my bed.
I think it's more on the lines of he wants Evie to come to him.
So it's agreed. I need to go into this tournament.
That's what.
Well,
That,
Well,
That's-
regardless, I don't think we should waste our time trying to figure out if they're related. One way or the other, we gotta,
it's just
you know.
it's just a theory I'm just throwing out because
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Because
Unfortunately, though,
two unconventional events happening during our investigation,
well,
and
we came out here because we were investigating my father as
and
far as his
him
disappearance.
just popping up during it, it seems a little bit suspicious on my end. I'm
Remember,
just saying.
Joseph, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you.
Yeah, doesn't mean they're not out to
Last-
get you.
Yeah, last thing I need is Finoli's enforcers after me again.
Well, when we get back there, we'll take care of those enforcers.
I won't mind breaking one of their arms. Payback for them putting me in the hospital.
So, so towards getting more famous, I have a guy I want to have like draw up some logos for the team. We need to start like actually marketing.
Actually, that's great. I was thinking that as we get more professional, now that we're being sponsored as well by McLean, we really should have something more official.
Yeah. We can't just have some sort of scribbles for our little logos. We need something more professional.
Well, I have a contact who, the guy I have who does video stuff for us. But I mean, if we also have like McLean sponsorship and Team Huna, like we might have a bunch of logo makers in the wings. Let's
I
shop
mean,
around and
let's
find a
do it.
logo for ourselves and start making
Yeah.
t-shirts and merch to sell at the fights and stuff.
Eh, you got a point.
Okay. So at this point, after we're all huddled in to our like meeting and stuff,
Break.
yeah, like all right, break.
Mm.
From here, I don't know where to go.
Let's start with flights to Germany.
What the? No, we're not going. That is way too soon.
What is wrong with you?
I thought we were going to Germany.
Eventually,
Eventually, but not now.
look, I don't know when the next tournament is. Based on the dates that are on the stubs that Digger sent her, are we around that time? I don't know what the dates are on the stubs versus the time we're at now. If it's around the same time. Or...
The year that he went would be around this time. Yeah, so around this month.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's okay. So
they're probably not all held. They're probably held once a year, but not necessarily on the same
around the
month.
same time. Okay,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, as far as I know, it hasn't been announced yet, but I will keep in contact with McLean, and because he knows people that are usually involved in that tournament. So,
Any
so
word
we're
on
not
the
looking at
you have
Germany
coming
flights
up?
yet. Sorry?
I said, any word on like fights for the MFers?
I haven't heard anything back yet. I know that we're actually getting contracts. Well, we're getting the contracts that from the MFers that was sent to Una and her team to review, just to make
you
sure
guys
there's
all
no
have
legal
emails
conflicts.
for the contracts at this point.
Yeah,
They
you should
came through
have.
while you were talking.
Yeah. Oh, and then she looks at her phone. Oh, look, and speak of the devil, these are the contracts that were just cleared for the
Nice.
upcoming fights. So,
Yeah, makes sense why they had to go through them. Make sure there's no loopholes.
yeah, there's no conflict, stuff like that. So, yeah.
No conflict, no loopholes. All got the fine print and all.
Yep. It's
While everybody's
it's a 3-fight contract.
Now, is that 3 fights total throughout all the team, or 3 fights per person?
3 fights per person.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I text Jen while they're kind of talking off to the side and just kind of fill her in on the text that I had with
Jesse Smith.
with her uncle, with Mr.
Was it-
Wisehawk.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she sends you a text and says that's not my uncle.
Yeah.
Oh,
McLean is her uncle, and he
Oh.
is the one that sent the information about the contact for your
So
mentor.
so she
Oh.
laughs. That's probably why he thought that was spam.
Oh, you said your niece. That's fine.
oh,
And she sends you a text. Maybe he thought you were some African prince trying to sell him something.
well, I left him a voicemail. He wouldn't think I'm an African prince. Maybe he thinks I'm an Australian prince.
Well, if he calls back, why don't you ask him?
Or I'll text him and I'll say, evidently there was a misunderstanding. I guess Jen isn't your niece, but her is oh gosh. Is McLean her uncle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I said, okay, it's Jen is McLean's niece, and I apologize. I thought there was the misunderstanding is my fault. But McLean says he knows you and still would like to talk to you. So I apologize about the confusion.
Okay, well you don't get any response back at this point.
All right.
Um,
Do I have McLean's number?
we'll presume that you guys could have all shared it. Yeah.
Okay.
Initially, it would have
I'll
been
just
given to Evie, but if Evie wanted to share it, that's fine.
I mean, I would have, but I would have recommended not to reach out to him unless absolutely necessary.
Rachel, you might need to lean forward. You're kind of blurry. There you see it.
So blurry.
Focuses.
It's a blurry eyeball.
There we
I don't
go.
know what to do about that.
You're good. Get refocus.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes when you're moving around like that and it has autofocus, it will focus at one point, and then when you get back to your resting position, you just stay blurry.
Yeah, this camera, it's having issues lately. Anyway, so. Look at me! Look at me! Sorry.
All of a sudden, we're trying to be 1990s Faith No More.
Yeah. Hey, you need to trim your nose hair. Oh.
Mike Patton. So, anyways, the contract, however, does have the contracts that you have. We have Yosef and we actually have Yosef. We have Yosef, Waru, and Dylan again coming up for the next fight.
Oh, great. Okay. When is that? Do we know?
Yes, it's going to be on August 11th.
How far away? I don't know if our
That is
time now
2
is real
weeks.
time there. 2 weeks. Okay.
So you will need to obviously sign the contract, send them back, and then they can get you the individual you're fighting, which you'll get that in between games.
So it's the 28th of July right now.
You mean July 11th?
Or July 11th, sorry.
Because that's 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah, yeah.
that far.
Oh.
Okay, so next game basically.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I was looking at August 11th. I'm like, that's a Sunday. Why did you pick that day?
Sunday.
You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys,
Oh
looks
no!
like, should read through the contract. Looks like you three have a fight coming up here within the next couple
I
of
got
weeks.
I got to get started.
Yeah.
I'm actually get drunk before the fight.
It actually is a
I
style.
think there was
think,
I was
that
literally going to
people-
say there's a fighting style that actually incorporates that. So,
Yep.
you know, you could find your calling. You did own a bar. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say did. You do own a bar. It's just out of commission.
Do these contracts have pay rates?
They do. I thought I provided them.
Well,
I could be wrong.
I got that Evie and Dylan got a payment from what's his name?
It was the MFers. Yeah, they gave us a little bit of a
Jacob
bonus.
James. But I didn't see like a standard pay rate for.
Wasn't it like 1,000 or something?
No, we got a couple grand. I think you got like 3 because, well, you need compensation for skiing.
Well, but I think you got
And-
that extra.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
not
you,
bad.
you got that extra. So, pay rate is as it stands right now. It has an escalator contract. So long as you win 3 matches, it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Otherwise, otherwise it doesn't go up. If you lose all 3, it stays at 1,000.
Gotcha.
With a fight bonus of 1,000 a pop. Or you know, if you win.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Of course, he also signs since he needs to get fights in.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Colin?
I said, of course, Yosef signs because he needs to get fights in.
Right. Okay.
Yep, of course, I'll sign and send it back electronically.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a potential 6K if we win everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
I'll be
money.
back. Bathroom.
Well, I was
No,
gonna say,
that'd be a potential for 9K because if you win, you get a 1K bonus, right?
correct. Hmm.
No, I thought it went up 1K.
So on your first fight, you would get paid 1K. If you win, you get an additional 1K.
Correct.
Then your second fight,
Oh,
you would
okay.
get paid 2K, and if you win, you would get the 1K bonus.
Correct.
Your third fight, you would get 3K and then a 1K bonus. That makes a total of 9K if you win all three.
Yeah.
So potentially some good money compared to what you guys have been getting. Obviously, that would mean higher or riskier fights. But
Risque.
given what you've seen so far, there's no guarantee that the first fight's going to be easy. And there's no guarantee that the last fight in your contract is going to be hard. It's probably more likely that it would be harder, but it seems to be kind of mixed and matched.
I'm putting on my blindfold and throwing a dart at the roster. Okay, you're fighting that person.
So I will. We need Rachel back for this. I was not expecting two people to take a moment to do a bio break. While we're waiting on them, was there anything else any of you wanted to do?
I mean, like I said, I'm getting involved in the publicist aspect.
Okay.
I got 2 points in it, so I do have a contact which we use for media.
Sure.
So I'm getting him to like make promo videos and maybe put any recordings we have of our fights on YouTube.
Okay. So starting an Alpha Strike YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. and throwing up some of your greatest hits so far.
Yeah.
That
TikTok
has been
channel.
videotaped anyways.
Yeah. That we can get away with.
Right. Yeah, sure. That he can definitely get to work on that. He'll probably have something within the next couple of days because it's not hard to start a channel. It's just more difficult to throw up the videos. But he'll start working on shorts, which are easier to edit. You're just looking for 10 seconds, 20 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
Under a minute or under, of a clip to lead up to it to try and do the hype. So yeah, he'll definitely do that. Something to think about if you guys wanted to put in for it or do whatever. I just recently, this is out of character. I just recently had a logo done for our Star Wars costume club. So you could always go to Fiverr and have commission somebody to do an actual logo for the team. It only set me back like $25 to do the logo that I got for the club.
I mean, that's pretty cool. We should do that.
So something to consider. Might be kind of cool to have an actual custom logo for Alpha Strike.
Yeah.
For the Twitch stream?
For the what?
For the Twitch stream?
Well, I mean, the Twitch stream you could do that there, but I mean, just for you guys in general. Just this
Yeah,
is
that would be fun to have something more
what
official.
this is what the team logo looks like, and then eventually, you guys could always go find your own artists or whatever have you if you wanted to, and get your characters done up, because that's actually not that expensive either, depending upon where you go.
I'm gonna go to George. He did a great job on Damaris.
He did.
Hadouken, Tiger Uppercut.
Wow, you are definitely not looking at the prerequisites on your character sheet then, if that's the case. You've got a lot of stuff you don't actually have. Wow.
Fire.
Yeah.
So Rachel, just before as you were leaving, I was going to say that you get another text message from McLean.
Oh, okay, cool. What does it say?
It's a date.
Oh, how far away is it?
10/17/24.
Ooh, Halloween.
Halloween. 10/17. 10/17.
We're back to Davey math. If you guys haven't seen that clip, it's great. With Scott Steiner trying to cut a promo, and he's just rambling all over the place with this weird math.
And I'll send back a thumbs up because I'm fairly certain I know what that date is for.
Yep. And after you send that, it's the following accompanied text after that says it's team fights.
I was wondering if that was the case.
Team fights. Okay.
So we have to find 2 other people for Evie.
What?
What?
Fuck. Sorry.
I think that joke flew over my head because I don't get that.
No, because
Davey,
you have a team.
Davey, you are officially the Joey of the group right now. Like you have some of the funniest non sequiturs that just get kind of thrown in there, and you commit to it completely. Like,
Yes.
like you're just like so serious with it. Everyone's left hand going like, "Wait, what?"
No, for the King of Fighter tournaments, because none of us are ready, so we need to find 2 other people to go and be your partners.
We have 4 months of game to.
Yeah, to build up to that. And team can mean any number, more than 3.
Wait, Evie, we have to find you a team. I don't know where we're going to find one.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
We need to have so we could have
We out.
we could have 2 teams potentially, and then we throw the fights with you, whoever's on the opposite team, which gives you a winning record, and then
I don't want to win like that. I don't want to win by throwing fights. If I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you fairly and squarely and very well.
it's all underground. It doesn't count.
I'm not about to go into the castle of a man who imprisons people for multiple years and disrespect him by throwing a fight in his yard.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
Who, after he's invited me there. Yeah, no.
No. That might also get you hurt even more.
Well, I don't want to be imprisoned.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Yeah, who's gonna come save me? A kangaroo?
Godzilla kangaroo.
They're beefy. Beefy.
That's what I need to do. I just need to have my own team of boxing boxing Joeys.
Yes. Oh, we should change our name to the Boxing Joeys.
No.
No.
Hard
Okay.
pass. Hard pass.
All right.
Or
Okay.
or as they would say in the first Pitch Perfect, "Get a life."
Oh. Get alive. Okay, so I'm going to tell them October 17th. That's the tournament. And it apparently is going to be teams.
Okay.
So is a team fight? Does that mean is it like everybody fighting at the same time?
It could mean.
What does
You
that
know.
usually mean when you say teams? Like it's just it's not tag team. It's just individual. You have a team.
It
It's
could be King of the Mountain, like one person stands till he falls and the next person gets in, and
yeah. I mean, it could be a number of different things. You don't have all the rules at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to get.
Or it could be
clarification.
like a Royal Rumble or something like that. Yeah.
I don't
Anything.
think that that's the case based on
I-
the prize.
I got a question. What tournament is this for?
King of Fighters.
How the hell did you get that?
What do you mean? How did I get that?
Where have you
Hey.
been for the whole conversation, man?
Yeah, Deacon gave it to her.
Oh yeah.
No,
What-
Deacon. Well, Deacon was involved in getting the information about the King of Fighters tournament. However,
That's
The
the one that
date-
her father was fighting.
yes, the date that I got was from McLean. Because he knows somebody that
Oh, that's right. That's
is
what it
connected
was.
to that.
Okay. Because I've been listening to the whole us fighting and such. It was just by the time we got to the tournament thing, that's when it got to a record scratch for me because I did not catch anything about McLean giving us the.
Okay. Quick out of character recap. I texted McLean, had sort of a text conversation with him, asking him about the King of Fighters tournament, and if he knew if my dad was there around the time one of the last fights was. And he said he's not sure, but I also got ticket stubs from Digger, kind of confirming sort of that piece of information. And then I asked McLean if he knew somebody potentially that that we could connect to get an in. And he did. However, it wasn't one of those, well, we can't just attach ourselves to this person and go in. He basically suggested that we should, or I should essentially fight for him to get him out. And our next goal was basically to try to get invited to the tournament. Is that too fast?
No, that's what I've been listening to was us like strategizing like how to get in and such. It was just
Yes, the information I got about it was from McLean because I had a text
Okay.
conversation with him that
Okay,
I
I
was able to
must
gain
have-
that information. Yeah,
okay. I must have
you're
missed
good.
something
Probably
when
was good for the viewers to get a brief recap too. So on that,
I must have missed how you got the date.
I don't know how he got the date. I didn't ask. I don't need to know. I assume it's from his contacts, and that's none of my beeswax. So
Okay.
I just know I know what the date is for without him having to say specifically it's for the tournament.
Okay, because that was a record scratch for me. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, he knew what I was looking for to try to find out when it was, and it's about 4 months from now. And our goal is to do as well as we possibly can to get into that tournament.
All right.
So train hard, just train.
Choo choo.
That's all we can do at this point.
Yeah. By the way, have you checked in on your bar back home?
With everything that has been going on, I've been making sure
Colin, you
to
were
set my.
muted. Well, not you're muted. You're frozen.
Oh God.
I can hear you in the other room, but no, there it goes.
Yeah, we can hear him.
I can hear him just fine.
But I could see where he was dipping down. So
Okay.
you, Davey, and Colin have all been kind of dipping back and forth a little bit as far as connection.
You know, Cox sent a text message saying that the. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there's an outage in my area, but I'm still talking to you guys.
That may be why.
Yeah.
But I know Rachel and Colin are on the same connection, so
Yeah,
the
unfortunately.
bandwidth is
Yeah.
probably pulling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have a little bit of a difficulty. I don't know. This contact that you gave me, Evie, he seems kind of
Oh,
odd.
I mean, he's
Those are the best ones
gotta-
to learn from.
Oh, I
well,
agree.
he's on
It's-
I would put a little bit of trust in it. I mean, he's on a reservation, just because he doesn't have. I mean, you can relate honestly without having the technology. He's not very
Oh,
up to date on a lot of stuff on
Who
that. it
knows
doesn't
what kind
seem.
of war stories he's got? Ooh.
I mean, he is in Arizona though. That is a long way from here.
Yeah. Oh, let's go to Arizona. There's no beaches out there though.
Well, I'm all for that because I'll need it. if I'm going to advance,
Mhm.
I need to train with somebody that
So
knows.
let's find him.
Yeah. Let's go.
I mean, we've got a
I'm
couple
not
weeks till our next fight.
Well, you do have 2 weeks. That's true. I don't have any scheduled fights upcoming. Um, perhaps we should make contact with him first before we just fly out there to just up on his doorstep at the reservation. I don't think
Isn't
that
that
would
what
be very
he
welcome.
just tried? Didn't, right?
Maybe I should call him.
So Derek, Waru got a text.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yep. It says got your voicemail, send.
He's doing talk to text. That's what he's doing. So when he says send, it literally writes it out.
Yeah. Great. Oh. What say you?
It says
Over.
No, over.
so you get a text message and it says Uber Eats.
Oh no!
And then it spells out Uber Eats. and then you get a text back. Oh, sorry, trying to open Uber Eats. Send.
Poor guy's trying the voice features. Like,
While all this is going, Yosef just stands up and walks to the side when Evie mentions that, and basically kind of does a group call with the 3 that got involved with the pub fight, the Dunn boys, and of course his bartender, basically checking up.
Okay.
Since with all that's been going on in America, he actually kind of forgot about it.
Sure.
He had always been saying the money to keep in business, but he forgot to actually check up on the situation.
Sure, no problem. So I'll get you in a second then. Derek, you get another text saying, did you were you interested in propane or what kind of fire?
I send a picture of my fist on fire.
So then you end up getting a message back and it says, son, you need cream.
No.
Send.
I'm just gonna nudge you, just because I'm reading over his shoulder basically at this point. Just call him.
So I call him again.
Okay, so you call. The phone picks up at this point. You hear like a lot of wind, in background. And you hear this. Hello. Pick up.
Hello,
Answer.
I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Wow, you sound loud.
I'll sound loud.
And not American. Is there something wrong with my phone?
No, I'm from down under, Australia.
Oh, I don't have a long distance plan. How are you calling me?
I'm here in the States right now, mate.
Oh, so okay, so you got across the border. Okay. This is an Indian reservation, so you should be fine.
All right. Would you be willing to meet with me? I'd love to see your area.
I heard mate, not meat.
I like where your mind's at.
Yeah. So I don't know where exactly you're at. I don't have a car. So, and Home Depot is like miles away from here.
I would have the transportation.
Oh, well, why are you calling
can
me
find a
for?
line. I want you to teach me.
Teach you what? And he's like, you can hear like the phone kind of moving around. He's like, good grief, this is loud.
McLean says that you might be able to help me out with my fire focus.
But what's a fire focus?
I'm an elemental.
Did you say elementary?
No.
It's like you're kind of breaking up.
Did you see my picture of my fist on fire?
Yeah, I can't help with that. I don't have any cream for that sort of thing.
Oh, it's not cream needed, man. Mate, I'll need somebody to teach me how to manipulate it better.
This isn't that kind of phone call.
Oh no, mate. It's totally innocent. I'm looking at someone that can teach me how to fight better. And McLean said that you might be the man to do that. You are Wisehawk, right?
Yeah, I'm Wisehawk. And you said McLean, right? You're kind of breaking up there. It sounded almost like McCluskey.
No, McLean.
Okay, and
William McLean.
Then you hear like this boop 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 as he's like pressing on keys.
Huh?
And so he says, hey, hang on a second, it's really loud out here. I need to go inside. And then you hear like you can hear like the crunching of the ground and whatnot as he's walking. He's got you on speakerphone.
Right.
Obviously. So I mean you're able to hear like everything, like wind blowing around and whatnot. And then
the dog barking in the distance.
Yeah, the door opening and closing, and it gets significantly quieter, from that point. And he says, all right, so I'm sorry, you said you're trying to learn how to fight?
Oh, I want to learn how to handle my fire ability better. I don't know what you guys call it here in the States, but I have an affinity for fire.
I think you said you have an affinity for fire. I'm having a devil of a time trying to understand your accent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I did have that right. Okay. And you said McLean sent you to me. Well, I mean, yeah, I know somebody who could probably help with that out here on the res.
Yeah, that would be amazing if you could.
And you said you had your own vehicle, right?
I'll have transportation. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this is like pretty far out in the sticks.
That's fine, and I'm not unusual with traveling across the desert.
You don't have any deserts in Britain.
I'm not in Britain. I'm from Australia, down under.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was so loud outside. I just kind of went with it, and I couldn't. I thought it sounded like Aberdeen or something. I don't know.
No.
Okay, right. So
I'm
Australia.
I'm an Aborigine.
Okay. I
I'm
won't
an
hold that
Indian
against
from
that too.
Australia.
That's great. And you're in the States already. You have a vehicle. So do you know how to get to Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're on the reservation, Gila River Reservation. It's kind of like southwest of Phoenix. So
All right.
I'm told it shouldn't be that much of a problem if you put it in the Google and it'll come right up. It's better to do it that way than try to landmark around here because not a whole lot of landmarks.
All right. should I try to find you, and then you would be able to help point me in the right direction of this this guy that could help me?
Are you already in town?
No, not yet. I'd be there. I could probably possibly be there in a couple days, if not maybe a little bit sooner, but more than likely a couple days. I could touch base with you when I get into town.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? That'd probably be better. I'll just have you like, I'll meet you at the Chevron or something.
All right. I appreciate it. Sorry about the confusion earlier.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't use phones all that much. We don't really get a great signal out here, anyways. So
That's all right. I've only been using them for about a year now myself.
oh, okay.
I'll tell you, I'm from the outback.
Yeah, that's Australia.
Yeah. I'm from the desert in Australia. I'm not a city folk.
So is it true the water goes around the other way?
You mean in the toilet? Yeah. Kind of a funny conversation, but yeah, it was kind of amazing when I come up here. It was going clockwise.
Huh. Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
No, it's right.
So yeah, why don't you just give me a call when you get into town, and I'll meet you. I'll tell you where the Chevron is at, and I'll just meet you there.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, not a problem.
All right.
Hang up.
And click. I need to go to Phoenix.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, I guess you don't really know. This is for that mentor guy, right?
Yeah, he says he could. It's not him. It's not this Wisehawk character.
He knows.
He
Okay,
knows a
someone
guy.
who can. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, that wasn't explained to me when that Jen sent me the information. He just McLean he knows this is obviously somebody that you can find that connection to do that.
Right.
So sounds like we've got a good lead. Your guys' next tournament is in a couple of weeks, so you do potentially have time to go out there and train. Do you want all of us to come with, or a couple of us? I don't know that we all need to go, but if you want,
Everyone is welcome. I mean, I can go by myself, but I definitely wouldn't mind having anybody. Anybody's welcome to come, I would imagine. We might even be able to get into. We might be able to find a fight down there, just to spar.
I mean, I've never been to Arizona. I hear
Not
it's
what?
hot, just like home.
Sounds wonderful.
I've.
It's all
I
right.
mean, let's look at tickets.
There can't be as many venomous creatures.
Oh, by the way, everybody at this point would have, if you don't already have it, 1 point in resources.
Nice.
1 point.
Can I get an additional point in resources?
Yeah,
could-
exactly. Do I
you
get an
could-
additional point?
You could buy it at this point if you want. If you don't already have it, you get 1 in resources.
No, I got 3
Okay,
resources
okay.
a couple games ago.
Okay.
Let me go ahead
Is
and
that
So,
buy
is that go in backgrounds?
Backgrounds, yes.
just background. How much
Okay,
are
so-
backgrounds? I gotta look it up.
So
it's times
resources
3.
1 point.
Times
Right.
3.
No, just 3 points, right?
So
No.
no,
1 point of resources.
a new point is 2 points, and you're giving us that one, correct?
Okay,
But-
okay.
Your
So
current rating times what?
1.
Oh, so it cost me 3 XP to.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
Current rating
I
times 1.
will-
I've got it all written down on my sheet.
Well, thank you
So
much.
backgrounds are times 1. So
Nice.
Oh, times 1. Oh, so 2 XP.
Yeah, I spent like 6 XP getting my 3 resources. So
Sweet. That means the ranch is doing better. I'm at
Nice.
resources 3 now. So that's
I was
good.
considering moving out of the YMCA, like getting a apartment or something.
Which I think the only two people that would get this would be Derek and Mike, but the visual, like the layout of the YMCA, I patterned it after the old YMCA that was in town.
Oh wow.
I
There
don't think I
used
ever
to
went there.
Yeah, there used to be a YMCA directly across from AMPM at State Street, and I think it was
Menlo.
Menlo.
Yeah, but I never went there. So
Oh yeah,
I went by there. I never went in. But
yeah. It's
I
I
know
used to
what you're talking
you used to live in that neighborhood. So
Is it a free point or just one we have to spend for?
if
we
you
already have
already
it.
have resources, you can spend XP to bring up your resources. If you don't have resources, you get a free point.
Okay. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah,
What are
yeah,
you
go
gonna do
free
with
point.
all- what are you gonna do with all that money, Waru?
Big spender.
Big
Mm.
So that is where we're going to go ahead and stop for the night. Let you guys decide training wise what you're going to do. You guys have got a fight coming up next game session. And I part of that game obviously will be Derek doing the
Training montage.
Derek training montage.
Yep. Make sure you get Eye of the Tiger in there. All of that.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's gonna be like Breath of the Dragon. That's what it's gonna be because I'm on fire.
Alrighty, so our next game is actually going to be Star Wars on Wednesday, which will be July the 3rd, which will be nice because July the 4th is a holiday, so don't have to sweat much there.
All right, 24-hour stream. Let's go.
No.
Oh God.
So that being what it is. And then, of course, Friday is Vampire the Masquerade at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Saturday, it will be our Marvel Superheroes game at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So looking forward to that. And I hope you guys have a good night. And good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Oops.